So I start with some announcement. Maybe I already said that, but there will be very soon in the end of February, the end of January, there will be a meeting in Brussels. That will be in English, so you're very welcome to come there. And it's on the Saturday and Sunday, and we did the Sunday starting from the morning. So people come from outside. They need only to book a room somewhere for maybe one day, one night, and you can come home on Sunday. So I think it's at 2 that we stop the meeting, something like that. Okay, and there will be a meeting in New York. That's in April, and there are 2 residentials planned. So that's also, it would be nice because that's we can in the Germany. There's one in the south of Germany, and that's 4 days. And there's also a residential in Vietnam, and then 6 days. So we have a lot of time to meet, and you can also during the week you can go outside and just do what you want. There are several meetings in a day, and then it's very intense because there's several meetings in a day, and we eat together. So it would be great to meet you there. Okay, so this is a meeting about nothing. It's going nowhere. I like to say that. It's going nowhere. There's no need to follow this or to listen because it's already what is happening. There's no need to change. There's no need to do something else as what's being done. You can't. The funny thing is, there's no one. So when they're thinking, I should do it differently, then that doing differently is also what's happening. So it's always what is happening. There's no right or wrong. When there's me, there's so much investment in that right and wrong. It can be so subtle and so strong and so convincing. And also that thing about me having a choice. That's so strong. We are so and it's so embodied. So there's so many questions about that. Then when there's already seeing there's no me and all that, but how can we do that? It because that's that me, that life is about me or how to do this or how to manage or how to deal with whatever that's going on. Those questions are so strong and so embodied that it seems like there is someone, or maybe this body needs to do something or needs not to do, or it's always about doing. That's it seems like the only way. When there's living in me and the world, there's it seems the only way is doing or not doing, and trying to live your life in the best way you can and trying to deal with what's happening because everything seems to happen to you. When there's a feeling of this is my life, I'm here, then everything seems to happen to you or in you. Maybe there's feelings, it seems like it's my feelings. Maybe there's thoughts, it seems like it's my thoughts. It's so the normal way, and most of the time this is never questioned. And there's coming to this kind of meetings, not only me, but several people are talking like this and saying, no, there's no one. And there is also no world. There is no world. Everything is an appearance. You can't even imagine what that is. Maybe you can imagine that some things are not real, but then it's also like the body isn't real. There is no rose, for example. There, there is no rose. There's nothing. Life is not about Rose or other people, about individuals. Life is about what is happening, and it doesn't matter if it's on the body or a table or a street or a feeling. It's only what's happening. There's no meaning. There's no purpose. That's all abstracting what people can do. We can abstract what's going on and giving a meaning and saying that's why or because of this. When there's me, there's always living in time. living in time and space, distance. That seems the normal way. There's me and there's a table, there's a distance between that, and there's time, I'm born and I'm gonna die someday. And then there's hearing, no, there's no time. And no, there's also no distance. It's a construct. It's an abstracting for what's going on. There's no time. There never has been time. There can be in the story. There can be living in the story and talking with people like that. It doesn't mean it's real. Nothing is real. So when there's no time, that's huge because there's also no before and no after. When there's no before and no after, there's only this. There's no before, so there are no consequences. There's no guilt or responsibility. Those are such strong things that we seem to deal with and feel like, oh, I'm guilty, I didn't do enough, I'm not a good husband or father for my children, mother, or all that. There can't be something wrong or right. It's what it is, without any meaning. It's very literally what is. So this message is also a message. This talk is it's very 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 literally simple, like little children, childlike. It's a childlike wonder. It's the wonder of what is. There's nothing going anywhere. It's what is, and that's it. So there's no need to think about what has to be chosen or things like that. Life, life is it. Life is, and it's energetic. So it's going in a chaotic way. It's not happening to us. There is no us. There can be bodies, but that's an apparent body that's walking, maybe. Then that's what's happening. And then there's table or feelings. There's no continuation. When there's no time, there's no continuation. That's amazing because when there's no continuation, where am I? Where is that identity? Where is all that? It's completely gone. There's nothing left. And that's what we're talking about. This is nothing happening, and it's an appearance of everything. It doesn't mean when there's appearance of everything, of streets, and then it's important. No, nothing is important. That's the freedom. That's the freedom. Nothing is important. It's just what it is. The freedom is that's going nowhere. Nothing is important. Nothing is more important than something else. It's what it is. That's it. Doesn't matter. It's nice. This is not talking about a nice way of life, of living. There's nothing to do with that. That's more a spiritual thing. Spiritual teachings are about trying to live in a more relaxed way or more happy or all that. This has nothing to do with that. It's only saying it's what it is. Doesn't mean you say that to yourself because that's new construct, a new concept about what's going on. This is about the loss of all concepts and beliefs. It's not about beliefs or concepts or ideas. It's only saying it's what it is. Very simple and ordinary. Nothing to do with knowing. There's no knowing. There's only not knowing. So there's no hold because there's no me. It's crazy in a way because it's so not talking in any concepts or any beliefs. And it's just saying, it's so simple, saying it's what it is. That's a hand, maybe. That's it. Very normal, very ordinary. Nothing special about this. And it's already there. It's already what's happening. It can't be not it. That's the joy of there's nothing wrong with anything. So when there's talking in a certain way, then that's what's happening. Or a lot of thoughts about anything, that doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have any meaning. It can be feeling like, oh, this has meaning and all that. Then that's what's happening. This is not about being relaxed or gentle or nice or all that. So we can talk about this. Maybe there are questions. If there are questions in the story, it doesn't matter. Then talk in the story. You don't need to talk in a certain way. No, it's everything. We can say you talk about when there's a fight with your sister. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can talk and you start somewhere and we see what's going on, what will happen. Oh, there's nothing to say, maybe. No, then there's nothing to say. So when there's people want to say something, or you can unmute yourself and you can say something, or maybe write something. There's somebody who writing, I'm in love, in a love-hate with this message. Yeah. Then there maybe is no joy. Then there's something else. It's not about what is not there, but it's then there's something else. It's what is happening. There's somebody say, I have got the same question as last week. What is the desert? The desert. Yeah, sometimes I'm talking about the desert. And that's that period that can be in the story, a period then a lot of concepts and beliefs are falling away. They're not that strong anymore. You can't believe in that free will, or that this is important to do, or something like it's getting less and less. And there can be, but it can be a little bit flat like that. And then there's not so much, maybe not so much energy. I don't know. It's always different, but that can be like that. It's flat. There's nothing juicy or something like that. And then when there's that desert, that can be for a period, it can be longer, but I don't know. It can be also like what I had is what this happened. That there was a period of a desert. There was so much things about, and there's something, the story started again, so that can also happen. And then maybe then there's suddenly there can be something going on, like, oh, it's not only nothing, and everything is falling away. The sound seems more nothing and more nothing, and I don't know, and all that. And then suddenly it's like, oh, it's everything. It's that too. And then it's like spring coming sometimes. And then there's something like that. And then suddenly there's everything. But in time, you can't say what that is. And it can change, and it's so different for anyone. But it can be a period. I see it with more people. Then it's like a little bit of flat and nowhere to go, something like that. Yeah. It's what's happening. It's energetic. It's not happening to you. There is no you. So there's nothing going on about Rose or somebody else. Then there's that body sitting, maybe. And then there's this chair or a feeling. It's not about us. When there's me, everything, the whole life seems about us, and being busy with what's happening to us, what's happening inside, what's happening in circumstances, what should I do, and all that. Always about me, 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 me. That's so strong. It's so so embodied that it's about me and I have to make my life work or something like that. And then suddenly there's no one. There's no control. Wow, that's completely something else. It's so different. You can't even say that it's different because that's not, it's even not different. It's more than that. And in the same time, it's so easy and simple and ordinary. Nowhere, nowhere to go, no choice. There's no choice. There's no control. Life is. It's about life. It's not about Roes or anyone else. There are no individuals. That's an amazing, because it seems like when there's a story, it's only about individuals and circumstances, and we should do something about it because it's also about right and wrong. It's always about right and wrong. That's me. Me is the story about right and wrong. There's something wrong and we should fix it. I should do something about it. Maybe there's something missing and I want that or all that. There's nothing missing. There's what is. And it can be anything, a feeling, a table, a thought, sounds.
Rose?
Yeah.
Hi. I have a small
Hi.
question. When you say like it is not an experience, when you say that, um, so there is something lost in that. Is it like also the excitement? Like when there is experience, there's also excitement, or there is like it's not there anymore. I mean, but like
Excitement can happen, but that
yeah.
comes and goes like anything else. So it's not about excitement.
No, no, no. But if it's not an experience, then something is
Mm.
different. It's not the same like when there is an experience.
No, it's not happening to me. It's not happening in me or things like that. So it's only I can't describe
No,
how that is, but
no.
yeah, it's different than when there's feeling it's happening to me or in me or all that. It's my experience. No, it's not an experience.
No,
Yeah.
no. So
No,
sitting and eating and drinking, it's not an experience anymore.
no, no. There's only an experience when there's someone, because
Right.
then I am experiencing that. I'm feeling that or all that. There's It's straight.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
completely different, but you can't even imagine. It's not something you can think how that could feel or
Right.
things like
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe in a second, suddenly like, oh, then it's something else.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But did you, in the beginning when it happened, did you lost something? Did you lost something when it, like you were in the story, like when you were shifting into not an experience anymore? Did you lost whatever it
I
is?
think it's about loss in the sense of that the all concepts and beliefs and all that. Then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when that's not there, then suddenly it's like, oh, well, there's so many concepts. You can't even imagine how many ideas and concepts, and it's
Yeah.
so subtle and can be much more subtle and subtle. And then
Yes,
suddenly it's
I
not
think-
there. And it's not even that the strange thing is then the whole awareness thing, like looking at yourself, because that's what always what I did always is looking at yourself and seeing inside or about the world or what's going on and all that, being busy with that. And that's completely gone. But because the noticing isn't there anymore, it's not noticed. So that took a time that it was clear that there was no awareness. In the beginning, I didn't see that. I couldn't say that.
yeah.
That was a loss in that sense, but it wasn't experienced. It wasn't seen, because when there's no one looking at yourself, then how can you see it? It's so strange. And you think like, finally, I want it to happen. And when it happens, you don't even know that it's going on. It's
Yeah, yeah,
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It's
So,
crazy.
so as an
Yeah.
example, like just sitting as an experience, you would say like I'm sitting and it's good, I'm sitting good, I'm not sitting good, or like all the stories around that. And when it's not an experience, there's just like sitting, but not even aware of that
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's feeling it, or there can be
yeah,
feeling a sensation or something like that. Yeah. But
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah. It's
love
so
it.
crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Mm. There's also a relaxation about when there's nothing going on, like this is important or this is not important. Then there's a relaxation in that because it's not for Rose, but there's something. It doesn't matter what's happening. It really doesn't matter. And when there's me and this is my life, there's always looking for something because yeah, there's something going on. Like I want to feel good. That's so strong, that drive to make it right or all that. And when that's lost, nothing matters. It's everything. It's everything. How can it be everything? You can't even imagine. That's so strange that it's everything. Because we always think it's something. It should be more this or less that, or, ah, that's not right. So I want to have another chair and all that. Doesn't mean there's no, there can be changes, but it's nothing is important. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Yeah, so what? So what? It's any feeling. When there's a feeling like, then that's for a while. There's nothing going on about, oh, what is this? Do I like? Oh, I don't like this. That's lost. That's lost. That's so strange because that's so normal. It seems so normal to think that or to be busy in that way. Yeah. Ah, it's a new. Ah. There's somebody saying it's very clear that there is no individual. Still thinking that there's a plate in my back, and it's better that it's not here anymore. Yeah, yeah. And when there's me, when there's no individual, there can be a being clear about that, but that doesn't mean that the whole energy is gone about being someone. There can be a being clear, but still that energy is going on. And there's still that, when there's that meing in a more subtle way going on, there's always something about this is right and this is wrong. I don't want this. I don't like this. Or this is, oh, that doesn't feel good. Or all kind of ways can be subtle or stronger. That's that's embodied. That's so energetic. And you can't even imagine how that is when that's gone. You can't say to yourself, oh, it's okay or all that. That's just a new concept about dealing with things. There's no dealing with anything. That's seems like crazy. It's very easy. Mm. Because it's lost. But not really, because it was never real. That's also strange. It's talking in the story, this, and then saying it's a loss of concepts and beliefs and all that. But in the same time, of course, there's no loss because that's also abstracting what's going on. There's only what is, what's apparently is happening. So that doesn't change. But that idea, you could say, that idea that there's something wrong, and looking at it, and that, oh, there's something wrong or not right or all that, that should be different. When that is lost, then suddenly it's like, oh, it's what it is. It's energetic. You can't do that. There's nothing going on about that. But it isn't wrong to that when those thoughts are there, that then that's wrong. I'm not yet there because I still have those thoughts like there's something right or wrong. Even also that is what's happening. You can't make something of it. It's like like saying something and something else. It's completely the opposite, or it's saying, oh no, it's not that. This is not about understanding. It's energetic. So listening to the words maybe, and underneath there's something else also going on. Mm-hmm.
I think I think this is what is so frustrating, because it's like I see, like, I recognize a lot of what you're saying, but I can't do anything about it, like, to make it completely go, or because
Yeah, yeah. But that strong idea that's when they're talking about it, then there's hearing some things in what is being talked. There's some things hearing it, and some things you forget, and then you think, yeah, oh, that's not yet there. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, it's not yet there. Then it's not heard, because that can't be like that. It's that what's happening, exactly how it's going. But oh, it's so strong. Oh my God. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
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 As, as an example, because I'm going through this breakup, from from a relationship, and
Mm,
and it's so crazy because sometimes it feels like very frustrating and very like, I don't want this, and why it's happening, and at the same time it's all okay. It never happened, and
yeah.
but I cannot do anything about it. I cannot like make it like I wish I don't have to fight with it anymore. It's just like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that. Maybe there's a meing and being also going on,
I
and you
don't know.
can't. It's energetic, so that's how it's going.
Yeah,
It's perfect. It's perfect. But we want
yeah.
something else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's so obvious. It's so
No,
obvious. It's so
no,
obvious. Like it cannot be any other way.
no, no.
But still, there is something in there. Maybe fighting or
Yeah,
afraid. Like it.
yeah,
um,
yeah. It's so embodied, that feeling of there's something could be different, or maybe you should, or
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's so embodied, yeah. And then that's going on. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong or right with it. It's just that. Doesn't go. What are we talking about? We think it's about us. There's no us. There's only that body moving, and then there's a street or a feeling. Well, it's so convincing that the body is real. I'm real. It's happening to me in my life and all that. My God, yeah. But that's when that's so strong. Then that's what's going on. That's seen like that. But then
Mhm.
there's a strange thing. Then hearing this, that there's no continuation. The body isn't real. There's nothing going on. And then somewhere, maybe sometimes it's somewhere it comes in, or maybe not. I don't know. But it's completely something else. That's what we normally think about things or all that. So that's the energetic part of this meeting. It's putting holes in all those concepts and ideas. Yeah. Mm. There's nothing in it here for you. That's a difficult one, because we are sitting here somewhere for us, somewhere. And there's nothing for you. There's not seeing you. There's no one there. So it's already complete. It's already what's going on. So there's no need to hear what is being said or listen or anything. What's being done is it already. Or what is seen or felt or sensed. There's somebody in the waiting room, John.
It's just something I want to share.
Mm.
That I hear today somewhere on video that somebody said it's like healing. Healing is awakening. Like that, there is only awakening, and this is like healing. Like there's all these people like working like saying like if you heal yourself, then you're like going to awake. But it has nothing to do with this, right? Like healing, nothing,
No,
nothing.
no, it's much more simple.
Yeah,
It's so
but
strange. It's already what is happening, but there's something going on. Like, no, it isn't. That, that's so subtle and so frustrating that that comes
uh,
up. Well, yeah, but that's how it's and that's also it, of course. But
uh,
yeah,
but it seems
it,
to be like a new trend. Like if you heal yourself, then you're going to eventually awaken. I mean, that's the new trend, I think.
but there's no one. There's not
Um,
that's an idea for people that think that this body and there's something in it and then someone in it and that will awaken someday or so.
yeah,
This is completely a different way
yeah,
of talking about this because it's not seeing that there's someone inside that body. The body isn't even real. So then what is there to awaken?
yeah, the me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a new story again. What can
Yeah,
happen maybe in time somewhere. It's the same story.
yeah.
Like right and wrong and what's going to happen. Yeah. But it's
Like
so
there's something.
convincing and so giving hope and all that. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's all concept that there is something wrong or sick about the me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's already creating the problem. It's already creating a sick me, or in a way.
No, it's a misunderstanding about that there's someone. And
Yeah,
when there's hearing, there's no one. Then there's making an idea, making it into something, and then it's you can hear all different ways of people talking about there's no one, and the next sentence is what can happen is or something like that. So it's a misunderstanding, but it's so energetic you can't even talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's that's how I see it. There's no one means there's nothing. There's no Rose. There's no Rose. There's not Rose has no one. It has no me anymore. All
Yeah.
that. No, it's worse than that. But it's not worse because it's everything is lost and it's like, oh my God, it's just so amazing. It's so simple and normal and easy. And it's not my joy, but that life is that. It's a subtle, can be subtle or stronger joy. Like look at little children, really little children. They have something, a wonder or something like that. Because that whole abstracting and that whole thing isn't yet working, and so they're so like, oh, what's going on? And then when there's abstracting, everything seems to be solid and real and something happening to me. So then there's a complete different, seems like two different worlds. Yeah.
Yeah. My, in a way, it's innocence. Maybe they just hope, like, if they're going to heal the me, is going to drop away or whatever. I mean, they try whatever they can. Maybe
Yeah.
there is a hope. I mean, could be.
There's is innocence. There's only innocence because there's nothing before or after.
Yeah,
It's this. It's new. It's innocence. Yeah.
very simple.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too simple in a way
But
because we're
then,
so used to abstract and to make it into something else. Seeing like, oh, I have pain. Oh, what is that pain? And already that abstracting is so strong. That energy is so,
yeah. Or if there
yeah,
is sadness or if there is anger, then we have to, work with it or heal it.
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
yeah,
Or what is that? Or all the, it's so embodied that you can't do, it's nothing wrong with that, but it's making it into something else, and then it's wrong or right, all that. Or maybe it's not wrong and right because people already seems to see like, oh, it's not about right and wrong, but then it's more subtle in another
yeah,
way. Yeah. Yeah. Say,
yeah.
as it was somebody was asking me, why do you say paradise? This is not paradise. No, it's the same. It's the same. It's crazy to say that this is paradise because
Yeah.
when there's the story about me and what's happening in the world, how can you say that? And still, when there's nothing happening and it's an appearance of this, it is paradise.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
Because it could be, for example, like a sadness for days going on and on and on and on, and it's like there seems no end to it, and then suddenly it's gone. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
and I used to be like busy with it and why, and like, and yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And when there's sadness and there's something going on, like I don't want this or like
yeah,
that, it makes it into something solid and
yes,
something
yes,
else.
exactly.
And it's that energy.
Yeah,
It's like sadness, yeah,
yes,
sadness. Doesn't mean it's really sad, but in the same time, there's I can't say, yeah, yeah.
it's free to be sad.
It's free. It's yeah. I to make it in, then all words are not missing it. I can't say, but yeah, yeah. It's not my sadness. It's somewhere in space. I don't know where. It's somewhere feeling sadness, yeah, or something else. That there's so many ideas about sadness or anger or
Oh,
feelings or all that. It's only that sensation somewhere. We could say that. That's that's it. What is wrong or right with that? It's a sensation. Yeah.
it's not even known like where it's coming from or where
No,
it can end
no,
or why
no.
or
That's assuming. We're so
yeah.
quick in assuming or thinking or all that. I don't know. I don't care also. So what?
Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. Oh,
Thanks.
mm, yeah. Mm. There's somebody saying, I need a mouse to make more holes. It feels more like it's not about awakening, it's about letting go. No, it's not about it's it's not about you. There is no you. So there's no need to do anything different than what's being done. And That's so crazy. We can't even see, or maybe you can understand somewhere, but that there's nothing wrong with what's going on. It's what it is. So there's no need to let go, because that seems like there's something not right yet. There's so many ideas about what should and should not, and this is better, and what you think it should be, or, oh my God. And that's so embodied. So you can't do anything about it, because when that's embodied, it's energetic. There's nothing wrong or right with it, because it's not about you. There is no you. There can be seeing that body, but it's a table or a body or a glass water. Nothing is more important than anything else. Life isn't about us or you. No, it's everything. They can be talking in that story, but okay. Yeah, say it.
Yeah, you were talking about this is energetic. So can this energetic thing, whatever it is, also can be in space?
Well, everything is in space. Everything is, yeah, in space. Everything is happening somewhere, apparently, also. Well, energetic, yeah. It's not here in the body or something like that. It's, I can't even say how that works. I don't know.
No. Yeah, in a way it touches.
Mm. Yeah. Somewhere it is already known, not known, but somewhere it's like, oh, there's some recognition or something like that. And maybe not even in, you can't even explain it or say it, but somewhere it can be like, oh, yeah. It's like home. Yeah. There's only home. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is no one, but so in the story, when people don't want to feel the sadness, you or I can feel that sadness.
There can be sadness somewhere, and then some people feel it and some people not. There can be in a room like that. That can happen. Yeah.
And I sometimes I have sometimes I'm thinking, and there's a kind of a wish that other people feel that too. They feel, that it looks, when I look to my family, they are going on and I
Yeah.
feel the sadness.
Can be. But then making that when then saying that I feel the sadness, it's making it personal. And then sadness is from no one. So there can be hanging that and there
Mm,
can be feeling like there's feeling sadness and there's feeling something, doing something else.
yeah, but there's still this thought, feel it by yourself sometimes.
Yeah, but in the story there are so many ideas about, especially about family, of course. Yeah, about what should and shouldn't. There's so much about behaving and all that. And
Mhm.
seeing someone, seeing as someone, that it's so strong that seeing someone as in the family as some individuals and
Yeah,
ideas
I
about.
don't see them as an individual. I see them more that they don't want to feel sadness.
Yeah, but then when you say that, then there's an individual. How can it not be an individual when there's you should be feeling sadness? I said something. Then it's an individual. Or
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah,
it's just that body passing and there's nothing in it. And you
yes,
can't say anything about it.
yeah, yeah. So some people behave like an individual, and I have problems with that.
That's also an individual. Yeah, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But that's suffering in a way because then there should be something different and it's not working and there's all that and you can't do anything about it, but that's the suffering is there, that being an individual is somewhere, can be, not always, but there can be a suffering because there's something going on. This isn't right, or it should be like that, or I want, or all that. There's nothing to want.
Yeah,
There's nothing to shoot or not shoot because it's exactly what it's going on. But there's something else on top of that, and that says like, oh, this should know. And that's so strong. That's the energetic part, the individual part. There's
hmm
nothing wrong with anything. There's nothing wrong with anything. But you can't say that to yourself. You can't say, oh, I will do that. No. But that can be hearing that. And then I don't know what what's going on like that. Can be a hearing or yeah, I don't know.
yeah. Thanks.
It's funny to hear, or funny, it's how could you say that? To hear that there's no right and wrong. The whole idea about living in the story and with other people and family and all that is about right and wrong. That's about behaving, and this is all that and all that. That's so the normal way. And then suddenly there's hearing there's nothing right or huh? So that knocks some concepts down. But there's so many ideas and it's so embodied and so like that. And well, yeah, it's that's the energetic thing. You can't say what will go on because it's energetic. But hearing that, yeah, I don't know. Mm.
Yeah, in a way, I think I have a very childish idea, something like I don't know. Yeah.
Mm. But there's when there's no one, there's also no one in your mother. Like, whoa, that's a difficult one because your mother, or not only you, but someone, or father or sister, I don't know. But there's also no one. So that's energetic what's going on. And that's wow, that's something else, because maybe for yourself you can see it, but with other people, especially when they're not so nice, then it seems like, oh, what's going on? And then, so the story can be very strong. And suddenly it's less or something like that. It's strange that it's not seeing individuals. It's, oh, yeah.
Hmm.
It's exactly perfect as it is. But that's sometimes difficult to see. And there's the story of me and wanting something. Doesn't mean it's nice or anything. It's not about you or not about me. Yeah.
Hi, Rose, and everybody.
Hello.
Would you say that more or less expectations just are not there anymore? So there's no expectation of anything to be different to what is.
Yeah. That can go
Expectations
away.
drop, so you don't expect something from someone else or expect something from yourself, you know.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, doesn't come. Yeah. It's part of the idea that there should be something else, or I want something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it is, can be there, but then it's not serious. Can be there, the same, but it's not important or something like that. Can be in the story, things like that, and but it's not really important. And when it's not going, it doesn't matter. Something like that can happen too.
I didn't get that.
There can be expectations in the sense when there's a story and oh God, how can you
Even
say?
for this, then, even for
Yeah, of
this,
course. There
there
can be
could be
like we make an appointment and then you don't there's no one appearing, something like that. Then there's an
oh, yeah.
expectation then you will be there. And there
Yes,
can
yes,
be some there can be like oh yeah, there can be, I don't know. So in that sense there can be, but
yes,
it's not
yes.
really important or something like that. No.
But generally, like for this example, for this, there might
Yeah.
be an expectation that, as you said, things would be different than what they are, you know,
Yeah.
and that can be so strong that, um, and yet the expectation is this too. Is that right? The expectation is what is as well.
Yeah, of course, it's not wrong, but it is
Yeah.
an expectation. It's not wrong, but it is
Yes.
an
Yes. Yes.
expectation. Yeah,
It's not something that doesn't happen. That's the disappointment. It's the expectation itself that creates that waiting for something to happen. You know, when you have an expectation that I can listen to this many times and then maybe one day.
yeah. And for this, oh my God, there's so
Yes.
many.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, of course, because you want something else somewhere. You think somewhere, and that's so embodied that it should be in a different way. Or I don't have that what she talks about, or there can be anything. Hearing
Yes.
in a certain way. Yeah,
Or something can be heard just
yeah,
now in this instant,
yeah,
and then after the meeting it's like, what was that all about? I didn't get it, you know. It's
yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
I think sometimes when there's talking, there's so much, you know, like, oh, that's it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
and
That can
and then
happen.
you expect that's it to remain exactly the same, you
Ah,
know. And
yeah,
what
yeah,
is always different, isn't it? What is always the same, but it's
yeah,
always
yeah. It's always something else. Yeah, Yeah. And maybe that's the expectation, that it will be something or a state or some feeling, or
Yes,
can be all
yes.
that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why people like taking pictures, because they want to keep the memory of
Yeah.
something that happens, and
Yeah.
they want to hold on to
Yeah.
that good, the good
Yeah.
times, or
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. And
I had
saying it's
a
everything, that it's people, a lot of people don't like that in a way. Maybe on top, but somewhere it's like, no, it's not everything. It can't be everything, but like that, or yeah. It's so subtle, can be. Yes, but yeah. Yeah.
thank you.
Mm. Yeah. And there's also not talking to anyone. That's strange. When I'm thinking about it, then it's more like there's talking, but I don't know what's going on, what there's individuals and that's what's going on over there or something like that. I don't know. I'm not busy with that. I don't care also, because it doesn't matter what's going on, because it's already that. And that talking is just the talking, it's just coming, like, but it's the same there. It's also the talking is just coming like that. So that's the same. There's nowhere to go. Ah, that's a question. Hi, Rose. Is this similar to a flow state when self-awareness falls away? A flow state. I don't know what a flow state is. Mm,
It's not a state.
ah. It's another state. Yeah, but because it's not a state or something like that. It's not. It's not only self-awareness. There's no awareness at all. No awareness. There's not only no self-awareness. There's no awareness. No awareness too. A lot of people talk about the upper awareness or all that. It sounds for me very complicated. There's no awareness at all. There's not looking at what's going on or something else. It's what's happening and that's it. Very simple and childlikeness. Like that. Nothing about knowing, or there's only not knowing. I don't know what's going on. There can be a feeling, and then there's that feeling or something else. It's very simple life. Life is very simple. Do you see individuals? No. Where? How can? It's very literally. There can be seeing a body or a part of that body, but that's it. That's where's that individual? I don't see that. What somebody was talking about, the soul. Where's the soul? And when you look at where's that soul then? It's the same like in with me. I can't see it. So you can assume it's there. You can believe it's there. Okay. But I don't see it. Very literally. I don't
It's
see
at
someone.
it's at the bottom of your feet.
Yeah. Yeah. So oh, okay. There say you're in the middle of painting an image. It just all flows and happens. Afterward, you realize you never once had any me stuff going on. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, sure. That's yeah, yeah. That's of course that can happen. A lot of that. I think me isn't there all day. There are a lot of times there's no one. There's cooking and there's driving a car or maybe something going on or sitting and nothing is going on. And then suddenly me comes back and then thinking about what's going on and all that. Then it's back. Me is not a constant thing. It's nothing is constant. Yeah.
It's like when you watch a really, really good movie,
Mm.
you're gone. It's
Yeah.
only the movie.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
completely not there.
Yeah.
Till maybe
Yeah.
when it finishes, and then yeah.
Yeah, you look around and oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be. Yeah. 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 So in that sense, you could say it's nothing special because it's already like that. There can be moments it's that whole thing is going on, and that's the moment that you think like, oh, I want to get rid of this, and oh, is it going on? And then suddenly it's not there, but it's not noticed. That's funny. Yeah. It's not funny for me because yeah. Mm. So me is also nothing solid or real. There is already no me, but we call it me like that whole construct with ideas about what should I do and all that, being busy with that. We call it me, but it's it's not solid or always there or something like that. So it kind of sounds like we have glimpses often and don't even know it. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that. Well, it's not, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's when there's a glimpse, then it's very obvious. It's different. When there's a glimpse, how can I say that? Then it's suddenly like, oh, there can be all kind of things. It's different than when there's driving and there's no one. Then it's not noticed. But then when there's a glimpse, then it's very obvious that it's, yeah, I can't say that. It seems like something else for me. A glimpse is very like, oh, there's suddenly seeing there's no floor or freedom or anything. That's something else. But then when there's during the day there's no me, then when there's painting, there's just no me. But it's not noticed. And then when there's a glimpse, then suddenly there's, oh, this is where she's talking or he is talking about. Oh God, how simple and ordinary. Oh God, of course. That's something else. And then maybe it's going and then there's something else. Thanks. That was a good clarification. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi again.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody is doing the being. Being is just that by itself. There's no one doing being.
Yeah, there's also no one doing meing, but it seems like it
Yes.
because we are so into that I'm busy and all that focusing, and it feels like I'm doing that. It's not you doing that, but yeah, that feels very strong, what I remember. It's a belief. It's yeah, but it's embodied belief that I'm doing that. It's and that belief can be not that strong anymore sometimes. So then it's like, oh, there's a question. There's even when there's an opening for this, there's a question, a questioning, like, oh, is it really? Is there control? Is it like that? It's already that questioning what's going on, can go on. It's a loss. It can feel like a loss on the because also it's like it's a whole building about all ideas about what's good and what's nice and what I should be and how to behave, and I don't want that, and all that identity, a lot of idea, yeah, some that's kind of building, you could say. And there's when that's not that strong anymore, it's like it's not that solid anymore. And that knowing, that it's so much, it's about knowing, that seems so, gives such a hold to know in a certain way. And that can be subtle and strong, and but information about also about I feel this and this is because of that and all that knowing, because that feels like that makes it more solid and safe. And in that sense, there can be a threat when they're saying nothing is left, because there's also no knowing. So, ooh, it's a free fall. It's already that, but when you feel, you think there's some control, it makes it more safe, and you can live your life a little bit more relaxed because you think, yeah, I'm in control. And when suddenly it's like, oh no, there's no control. Oh my God, there can be a fear. Mm. A house of cards. It can be a lot of cards about. Yeah, can also. Yeah. Yeah. And then the funny thing is also when nothing is left, everything is lost. It's like, oh my God, I thought that I was living my life. I was doing all that and I was so busy with it and very concerned and all that. I could do it or not do it. It didn't matter at all. Oh my God. Oh wow. That's yeah.
So maybe maybe it's not so much like a seeking energy. Maybe it's just like a knowing energy. Like I know that I know, I know that I know who I am, I know what this is, in a way.
Yeah.
It's not always seeking, but it seems to know or like to
Yeah,
observe.
a lot of knowing is going
Yeah.
on. Like that gives such a hold, like knowing what to feel or how to behave or what's important and what to eat or how to take care or
Yeah.
all that. And when you don't know, it seems like, oh my God, anything can happen. But it's already the case. That's so amazing that it seems like I'm in control and because of I do this, it's going better. It has nothing to do with that. But oh God, that's so convincing. And it gives in a way a hold or a feeling, good feeling. And a fear for losing it. But when it's lost, nothing did change. Oh my God, so easy. God, yeah, yeah,
That's so true. It's already like that. We never really know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. It's already like that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And somewhere everybody knows, of course, like, of course, but in a way it's so overlaid by so many ideas and trying and all that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but somebody saying it's neurotic. It can be very because there's a fear of trying to lose the control and wanting there's something lost and I have to live my life. Something that's can be an energy. It's so important. And then suddenly it's like, oh, it wasn't not important at all. It doesn't have any energy. All those thoughts were just thoughts. They don't mean anything. They don't have a power or something like that. There's no control already. Oh, God. And there's nothing right and wrong. There's nothing wrong. That's also like, it's not about right and life is not about right and wrong. It's what is, and it can be anything. Yeah. That's unconditional love. Unconditional love is that it's everything. There's no better or worse or right and wrong. It's everything. That's unconditional. Somewhere it's what we already know, what really little children are. It's unconditional. There's no rules or anything. It's just moving and nothing busy with anything. There's no direction. It's everything. That's unconditional love. And that's life. Life is that. And we think, like me, we know better. Something like that. Oh my God. Yeah, but that's so strong. Mm.
it seems like there is a like constant change. I mean, there is, you know, some like it's moving and it's not moving, but there's constant change. It's like always changing. I mean, what we call reality is always changing. And
Yeah, there's always this or
yeah,
that. And
yeah,
this. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Like some people say like we live in different times, or like there's, you know, all kind of new technologies. I mean, that kind of stuff happened by itself. It's like we don't really know how that happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What changing what? I mean,
Yeah, and then we think we did this and that,
yeah,
not that, but this.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of arrogance that we know that it's because of us. I
no,
don't know. Yeah. But it's so embodied and it's so normal, so we believe that. Yeah.
yeah. It's interesting. There is no separation. Who's doing what? It's interesting.
Yeah.
All of it. You can separate that.
But there's only one, and yeah, it's how can you say it?
Right.
It's a miracle also. Like, oh my God, how it looks and how it's
Yeah,
moving, and amazing how that's working. Yeah.
I think most of the time we don't even realize what miracle it is. I mean, it's really
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You're so busy with how do I feel? What can I do? All that. Yeah. But that's you can't do anything else. It's so strong. So that energy is how it's going. It's not wrong or no. It's just you can't you that's the energy. So that's also what's life or that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But when they're seeing everything is real and I'm here in this world and all that, then there's this energy going like it's about me and all that. Everything is solid and real. And then there's hearing this, no, it's an appearance. That's most people never question that. So it's completely something else. Like nothing is real. Wow, what is that? That's oh.
Hi, Rose.
Hi. Hello.
Would you say that energy is real and unreal at the same time?
No, it's apparently real.
Yeah, it's apparently real.
And there's nothing happening. Yeah. It's not
But
real. Never real, no.
yeah, but energy never creates anything or um, bring up some substance or something. It's all things that are substantial, like a table, like a wall, like a human being.
Mm.
There's no substance in it.
No, there's no. It can feel like that because you
Yeah,
feel like, oh, this is solid, but really there's only a sensation. And then we're so, when there's that belief that everything is solid and real, then experiences also it's like that. And then hearing there's nothing real. It's only it's an appearance. There's nothing happening, and there's an appearance of tables and all that. It's an appearance.
Yeah.
That's making that knocking on a lot of concepts and ideas about solid, because when the table is not solid, maybe the body is also not solid. Wow, that's something else. Yeah.
Yeah, because I considered about when everything is not solid, or then there's this consciousness who looks on things is also not solid. There is no consciousness somehow.
No.
There's no one able to look at the so-called things. There's nothing separate from things.
Yeah. Yeah, and when they're saying it's an appearance, that then the whole story is at that moment there's no story more. There's not, then the story is gone. Me is the story about right and wrong and being, and then suddenly an appearance, nothing is solid. Yeah. Yeah.
Because any appearance is not for someone or something. It's just an appearance for nothing.
Yeah. For no one. For
Yeah.
just that. Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's never anything separate from appearance.
No, and then more because we can abstract, you can think like, oh, this is because of this, and then, but that's only those thoughts and those beliefs. Yeah, yeah,
But the um opportunity or the ability to look at something is also just an appearance.
yeah.
Because in deep sleep it's not there.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it comes and goes. In between it blinks out and it blinks, oh yeah, there are things appearing, and then it's gone again.
yeah. There's something else appearing or nothing. Yeah,
Or not. Yeah, in deep sleep there's nothing appearing maybe.
yeah. There's also there is nothing, but it's
Yeah.
appearing as tables or
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Thanks. It's everything. It's everything. There's nothing not it. When we say this is it, then the it is everything. It's unconditional. Life is unconditional. There's nothing going on about right or wrong. It's what it is. And it cannot be not what it is because it's everything. It's it's a thought or a body, or you can't even, there's nothing excluded. That's the freedom. Then it's everything. So there's nowhere to go, because that where you go is also it. So when there's thoughts, then that's what's happening. It doesn't matter what it is. So it's already everything. It's already that what's going on. There's nothing right or wrong. It's what apparently is happening. And it's not happening for someone. There's no one. That it doesn't, you don't need to look for no me, because there's me isn't real. There's already no me. There can be that explaining in the story what all those thoughts happen. There's no me. It's what's happening. Maybe closing the computer, then that's what's happening. Looking in the mirror, looking in the mirror, like that, then that's what's happening. There's nothing, there's no way, there's no state which is more important than any state or feeling at all. It's everything. That's the freedom. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Roes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.